Hey, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Well, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? I came on a little late. Um, I came on a little later tonight just to get you guys to come on in the room. Let's talk. Let's talk. There's so much we can talk about tonight. And if you like the link, let me just go ahead and add it to the description box so you can join me. There's a lot to talk about. Uh-oh. I'm, flying solo. But like I said, there's so much we can talk about. You know, who's taking up space? There's so many people that really want to clearly be recognized. Why? Because they're making headline news. Good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. Of course it does. So, why don't you let me know you're watching? If you don't want to come on live, that's fine. If you're going to catch us on the replay, that's fine. But I am going to try and show some videos today. So if you guys will let me know you're in the room, we're going to talk about some topics. Madonna. What did they say? They said something like, wait, let me see if I did add, uh, I did add the link on YouTube. So it's best to get the link on YouTube, and I'm going to pin it in the comments section so that when it does, if we do get people that start to communicate, start to go in the comment sections, and the comment section loses the link, you'll still be able to get it. But yeah, there's so much to talk about. And let's talk about, how are people getting into these positions? For example, the young lady who came up missing after seeing a little child on the highway. Madonna, they're saying, did she fake her illness because of her record sales? And then, did you hear about the man who is what is he, squatting in somebody else's house? Go figure. So those are the things we're going to talk about today, and just the mindsets of people. Like, really, what is really going on? So make sure you say hello to me in our comment section. Again, like I said, if you're going to watch the live, please do so. I am going to try and pin it up for you to all to see. And some people are able to get well, some people are able to get the link and some people are not. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to pin it for you, but I want you guys to comment, share, share, share. And you know how we do, support one another. Don't just say you're supporting, share, share, share. Because you know I have no problems supporting, but I am going to pin the link. There's no hurry, but I do want you to know that we get real interesting in the latter part of the live. So if you're on, make sure you share, make sure you come back and watch if you miss the latter half of this live tonight. Okay, let me see, going to pin so that you guys can get the pin or the message of how to grab the link right here on YouTube, Simply Jewel TV on YouTube. Message is now pinned. Okay, what were we talking about? New topics, old topics. We were talking about a lot last week. How to help a hurting world. You know, you can always share, you can always support or lead, which is one of my favorite foundations to support. We were talking about all kinds of things, taking up space. You know, let's talk about taking up space. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt now, because you know I fly solo. I don't have anybody doing my makeup. I don't have anybody behind the scenes, but I am going to try and show you some videos tonight. So, like I said, please put a comment in the comment section. If we get more people, then I can upload the videos for us all to watch and then for us all to talk about, because there are some serious things going on in the world. Verdad? Verdad. That means true. That's true. Okay, so let me see if I can download it. Like I said, which topic do you want to hear about first? Do you want to hear about the swatting, the young man that was swatting in a lady's house when she came home? He was in her home. Or do you want to hear about Madonna? Did she fake her illness because her ticket sales weren't enough? Or would you like to hear about the lady who came up missing, sadly, because she saw a child on the highway, and I guess that's what they're doing. So that's the three things I'd like to talk about, and how people are taking up space in this world. It's crazy. You know, it's nothing nice at all. I'm going to turn my volumes down because I want to make sure I don't interrupt what we're doing. And let me go ahead and see if I can share. I did not download like I said I was going to do. So, let me see if I can do it while I'm talking to you guys. Please make sure you say hello. That way I'll know how to share my links with you. Okay, so I'll start with the Florida squatter who was arrested after homeowner returns from her vacation. Um, and I don't know if I can play it yet for you to see. So if I don't do it right, listen, I'm learning, okay? I don't have a crew, but I do want, to share some information with you. So let me see if I can share it first. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm just gonna see if I can share this tab um, and let you guys see because I do need another um, monitor I forgot to put up so that I could share it. And are you seeing that? You got to talk to me because I don't know if you can see it or not. You know, we may have to read about it. So, can you see Florida squatter arrested after homeowner returns? Unbelievable. Okay, let's see if I can get you to listen.
Criminal with gun, drug, and theft charges. And he was finally arrested today. Dahlia DeRay is at the house, and she joins us now. Dahlia, great to have you on the program. This is to be something. You're out deployed on active duty, and you come home, or you hear your house has been commandeered by a squatter.
Thank you for having me. Yes, I'm actually still on active duty. Um, yeah, that was quite alarming to find out that someone else had moved into my home.
Yeah, and what is how did, first, where do you sit today? He's been arrested? Has he been evicted from your home? Have you been able to get your home back?
I did. The marshals and the sheriff's office, they worked together to get him out today. He's now sitting in jail. I got him evicted today.
And that takes some time. I've heard these stories of these squatters before, Dahlia. That's no easy task. Once someone barricades themselves, figuratively barricades themselves in your house, there's some kind of squatter rights that now makes it almost impossible for you to get back your home. So how did this whole thing make you feel?
So it's kind of unjust. A fictitious lease with a company that doesn't exist. My house was not on the market for rent. It was on the market for sale. I had a contract on the house to find that. It was very aggravating and I was angry.
Yeah, I can
I was
imagine.
very angry. Being from home, had I not been on duty, I would have been in my home. And to know that a career criminal to it that could just move in and did not want to leave.
Yeah, I can imagine. It make you feel not just angry, but insecure, violated. You know, I know it was difficult to get. I know it can be, as we talked about, someone evicted from your home. Did you lose that? You mentioned you had a purchaser for your home in the meantime. There, were you able to retain that buyer? What's the status of your house today?
I did not. I had to terminate that contract. Um, I
Because he was
will
sitting
put
in the
the
house.
correct, correct. The buyer got spooked too. I had to terminate that contract. Um, I used the Georgia 44, Title 44, 1130 to get him out. A lot of people really don't know about that. It has to do with the sheriff's office, though. The police can't get them out because it's a civil matter. But had I not gone to the media, I would not have had the opportunity to get back today.
Yeah. Yeah, and you lost a buyer in the process. You are literally out money from this man sitting there squatting, which I think is a nice way to say essentially some level of grand theft, having stolen a purchase from you in your house while you're serving the country. Dahlia, we appreciate you sharing your story with us tonight. We wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you'll find a new buyer for that house in quick time.
I have faith. I think I will. Thank you for having me.
You bet.
Wow, wow, wow. You see, Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. Now, okay, so we listened to the lady who said she was on active duty serving her country. I'm confused. Why did she have to get him evicted? He was in her house. Wasn't that trespassing? I'm, somebody help me out here. I don't know. These are the things people are doing. How do we help? How do we help? How do we come together? Why is it that no one was watching her house? How is it that she was not even notified that someone was in her house? She did say, though, when I read the article, that she noticed that her utility bills kept going up. Okay, they were going up, but she had no idea someone was in her house. And then, now let's talk about this part. Clearly, this person who was in her home thought, I assume he thought it was okay. How could it have been okay for someone to just stay in your home while you're gone? And I don't know, was he eating? Was he sleeping? What was he doing? Was he working a job? Did he keep the house up? What was he doing? But when I read the article, it said that it was mess everywhere. So if it was mess everywhere, then he wasn't even taking care of her home. So this is what I'm saying, people. We've got to pay attention. We've got to watch people. We've got to, do our due diligence, but everybody's afraid to support one another. Even if it's your friends, why is it that nobody wants to get involved? And clearly, when like, what was he saying? Was he calling? Was he having parties? Did he invite people over? Or I'm just curious, what was he doing? Was he trying to get himself together? What? I'm just curious. I'm just asking. Nobody's talking to me. Okay, here we have a whole show, and I'm asking questions, showing videos of things that is happening in our world, and where is everybody? It's 7:30 here, but I know it's probably 9:30. I don't know if you're out partying or what you're doing, but I just have some questions. I hope you guys are on. Let me see if I can share my content. Is anybody sharing with me? I know I'm just being smart, aren't I? Let me see if I can get some people on. I'm not going to share. If you're watching, you're watching. If you're not, hopefully you'll get to catch the replay, because I'd like you guys to, talk with me. It's something to do on a Saturday night so we can get acquainted, so that we can, let's see. Oh, okay. And so let me see if I can share to get you guys to come on. Let me see. Okay. All right. I'm just playing with y'all. Some people are coming in, some people are not. I'm trying to get you to come in and participate. But I know some people come on later, and so that's why I say to those that come in, um, you know, um, grab the link, and it may be delayed. I'll stay on for a few minutes, at least an hour or so tonight. Just trying to get you guys to come on in and participate. I guess I could have put it on a different platform. I guess that's what I should have done. But oh well, I'm just trying to get you guys to come on in and participate. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I'll see if I can share. But what I wanted to do was share. I'll do it this way. Okay, so we shared the squatter. So let's talk about how this young lady, bless her heart, it's the it's like a mystery, that um she's missing, and it's really sad to me. It really is sad to me how this world has changed so much. But let me grab it for you, and I can share the screen with you, okay? So let me see. Um okay. I'm trying to share the tab. And I probably will have to read it. I'm not um okay. I'm just going to have to share it this way, okay? Because I don't know if it's a video or not. Um I think we already talked about that one, didn't we? So don't want to share that one, okay? So I'll remove that one. And let me just do this one here. Are you able to see that? So we're talking about this young lady, alone on the highway. And we're doing this for research purposes, I guess I should say, because let me see let me say this real quick. If I still have it, we definitely want to respect everyone, but we also need to bring awareness to what's going on in the world, okay? That's all I'm saying. So here we have this young lady who was on the highway going home, grabbing food, and came up missing. That is so sad to me. Spoke about after calling 911 to report a child alone on the highway. Now all of a sudden, she came up missing. And as you can see, I'm getting my information from Newsbreak. Beautiful young lady. It just saddens me that this this situation and this is going on. That's what's really sad to me. So, you know, Have you heard about this young lady? Have you heard about the incident? They're saying that it is a setup, that this is a way to get the young ladies uh, um, and to do trafficking. So I'm just really frustrated and discouraged about this. I just know that it's really sad. So let me just say mystery surrounds the disappearance of an Alabama woman who stopped on a highway to check on a young child walking alone. According to Fox 10, 25-year-old Carlethia, they call her Carlee, Nicole Russell, was reported missing on Thursday, July 13th after she called 911 to report a toddler walking on the side of I-49 south of Hoover, Alabama around 9:30 p.m. Hoover police said. Russell also called her sister-in-law around 9:36 p.m. and informed her of the situation. According to her family, the family member lost contact with Russell as she stopped and checked on the child on the side of the highway. In the process, at some point, she got out of the car, and my daughter-in-law could hear her asking the child if they were okay. Russell's mother, Talitha Russell, said the child did not respond, or at least she did not hear her respond, or he. Okay, then she heard our daughter scream, and from there on, all we could hear was noise, background noise in her phone, which we later found out was noise from the interstate. What is going on? Beautiful young lady. Beautiful. I just would like to send well wishes and hope to find her soon and not in danger. That would be horrible. But, that's just unreal. So, with that being said, people, we've got to be vigilant. We really have to watch one another, support one another, and keep in touch with one another. If you're going somewhere, let somebody know. Just don't leave and not let anybody know where you're going, or have somebody with you. It used to be we would do a buddy system. You never go anywhere by yourself. But I do remember saying that she was going or coming from work when I read the article. So I'm wishing and praying that she is returned safely, unharmed. Now, what is going on with the mindset of those people, and who would conjure up some stuff like that? What is really going on, people? What is really going on? We have to be mindful. We have to be vigilant. Um, there's so many people who are going through things, but what is baffling me is the fact that there's a lot going on. We even listen in the hospitals. Even I'm glad I'm not in the hospital per se, but I guess you don't have to be. You can be in a doctor's clinic. But okay, let's talk about this one. There was a young lady who delivered a baby in the hospital. The baby was in ICU. The mother literally took the feeding tube, from the child's stomach, uh, had wires and tubes. So clearly she was postpartum, but she kidnapped the baby, took it to another family's place, and then they arrested her. Uh, So the person in the hospital said that they saw her rip the wires from the baby, and the lady had hid the baby under the covers, and all of a sudden left the hospital and I guess got into a car crashed, and the police were able to apprehend her. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. So now you got a mother who delivered a baby. Then you have um, the baby is in stable condition. So that's good. And it's just a lot. So I'm just coming on here so we can give information about what's going on in the world, and let's talk about what is not okay. Let's talk about what is really going on in the world. How are we going to get people to get some help? When you see people doing things that just doesn't look right, but here we have this stigma, and then we have this other part where they say, well, if they're an adult, they have the right to refuse. Well, at what point do we come together and help people? Because some things, if they're hurting people, you should be able to speak on someone's behalf. If they're not hurting anyone, like they said, it's not a crime to be, you know, what do you want to say? I mean, I'm looking outside, I'm looking everywhere because you just never know. But we've got to come together some kind of way. So put that down in the comment section. What do you think we can do to bring people closer together so that we can start helping one another to heal? What do you suggest? Because I have my 2 cents, but y'all not on here listening to my 2 cents, but right now. But hopefully every Saturday we can come together and talk about some of these topics. That's what I'd like to talk about. Um, I keep hearing people, well, I didn't know if it was the delivery person, but they've already delivered everything, and my door is not is open, but it's locked. It's locked. Okay. Well, people, I just thought I would come on here to give you a bit of information, stuff that I've been reading about, stuff that's going on in the world, trying to get people to open up and talk a little bit, where we can have a platform and we can discuss some of these things. Because I know everybody's not just walking on by acting like they're not reading, acting like they're not watching TV or watching the news. And let's face it, it can be too much for some people. You have to pick and choose what you can watch. You cannot consume everything, which is why I decided to read more. I don't want to be watching one video after another. I'd rather read a little bit, get an understanding on what's going on a little bit, because you can get overwhelmed. You can get too much information, TMI. So you got to pick and choose. And some people can't at this moment. And I get that. So hopefully you're listening to music. Hopefully you're eating healthy, drinking water. Now, don't forget, do not cast out teas. A lot of people are eating processed foods. You'll want to reduce the processed foods. You don't want pre-packaged foods. And let's face it, our soil is not that great, but there are some that that are starting their own gardens. That's a good thing. At least you can control and you can and you can freeze some things. So because you know what's in your soil, or some do, some don't. I don't know. Some cultivate their own soil and some don't. But we got to get back to basics some kind of way. And when I say back to basics, I mean not being so gun ho and so quick to try all this new stuff. New additives and preservatives are in our foods. I'm not knocking anybody, but I just want you to understand it is okay to pay attention to what you're eating. Try to eat healthy, every other day. And then every, 3 days, you may just want to have a something that you've given up. You know what I mean? Like, some people, I like my chips and dips. I don't eat it every day, but I do pick a day where I can cheat on my food choices. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So different things, we're all taking up space. We all have to be mindful. Oh, now let me go back. We all have to be mindful to what we're eating in order to make healthy choices so that we can be our best. Because you never know what's going to happen and what's coming your way. Nothing lasts forever. And so let me see here. I wanted to say something funny because I don't want to be so serious all the time. You know, um, sometimes I'm a no nonsense type of a person. Um, but sometimes I like to laugh and kiki with people. Um, you know, and it's just things, life is different. Life is different for everybody. So we all have to pick and choose. But I was driving today. Let me just go out on something funny because, well, kind of funny, but not really. I was on, uh, let's see, driving to the post office, and all of a sudden I see this man. You know how our area has grown. We have an influx of people, and it used to be you could just Saturday morning, I'm talking early Saturday morning, you could just drive and listen to your music and just go on a Saturday morning stroll. Well, I saw this guy in his car with his arm hanging out the window, and he was just a driving and a popping and a driving and a popping and driving and a popping. And I was like, whoa, because all of a sudden there was a man that just went right by him really fast. I was cracking up. I was like, ooh, wee, man, you better get your arm in the car because this day and age, you can get your arm knocked off. You can't drive with your arm hanging out the window anymore. That was my funny joke for today. I mean, I was like, it was funny because nothing happened to his arm. But the thing about it was, old schoolers, they get up early in the morning and turn a few corners and got their arms hanging out the window. Listen, in 2023, people are driving crazy and they may get too close. And all of a sudden, you may not have that arm. So, unless you're taking country roads or something, listen, do not drive with your arm out the window, because I would sure hate to hear anything happening to people with their arm out the window and it can't be reattached. Okay, we are human beings, so please be safe out there driving in that crazy world. Okay, people, I guess it's time for me to vacate the premises. So I'm going to go out serenading you, and hopefully you rewatch this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share on Facebook. But if you're on my YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe. I'm getting better, people. See, you never know. You never know. So until next time, hope to see you. Don't forget to play. Peace and blessings, everybody. And don't drive with your arms out the window. Be vigilant. Pay attention. Don't be out there acting silly and not paying attention, because somebody may swoop you up. You got to pay attention. Good night, everybody.